Welcome back. AC maker BlueStar is in focus today. The company's sales in the month of April were lower compared to same time last year, but has demand seen a recovery in the month of May. Also, their order book has seen a 50% growth in FY23. What kind of order inflows does the company expect this year? BlueStar Managing Director B. Thiagarajan is with us on the show now to talk about the way forward. Mr. Thiagarajan, I remember our conversation that we had, that you had with the channel post your Q4 numbers. Just wanted to get a sense how the month of May has been for the company. Have we seen a month-on-month recovery, May versus April? And if yes, in your room ACs, what would the growth number look like?
Good morning. I do recall our conversation. There's one correction. I mentioned that compared with our goal for April, we would have done lower, but compared with the previous year, April, we had grown marginally. In the sense that, as you recall, we all anticipated with the early onset of summer, April could produce some 25% growth. That wasn't the case. It was a double-digit growth, but it was nowhere near 25%. In May, again, it will be only a modest growth or flat compared with the previous year is my estimate. I don't have the figures yet, but I know quite a few markets did extremely well. Quite a few markets did not do well. It's a wet summer, as the industry calls it, and all over you have seen during the IPL matches itself. So it is exactly the same situation in T20 cricket, as if some Duckworth-Lewis method will be there. We have to do more in order to close the financial year on a happy note. But I still maintain when the summer is not good, festival season demand will be good. Subsequently in the Q4 also it will do well. I continue to maintain the industry will grow anywhere between 15 to 20% for the full financial year. I am not changing that estimate, but summer is not going to be as we anticipated.
Got that, Mr. Thiagarajan. I think it's just for us here in Mumbai, I think none of us have switched off our ACs even for one day, because in Mumbai we've had the worst summer, I think, anywhere in the country. But what about May? And can you give us some sense and break it down in both the segments? The room AC segment where, as you described, April was not good. Has May been better for room ACs? And even your other business, the industrial cooling business, can that make up for the sluggish start on the room AC side this year?
So the very first thing is that, look, in BlueStar, I had explained this last year also, we do not bother about this, somewhere it is raining, somewhere it is not raining. I had stated even in February, your own channel, when it was said the IMD forecast is this, I had said that, look, I won't bet on weather. There will be some forecasts, it may not come true. I had mentioned that clearly, not only to your channel, many channels. First thing is that commercial refrigeration business, which is also dependent on summer season, that is doing extremely well. It's growing more than 15% April as well as May. The commercial air conditioning, it is doing extremely well. The shop, showroom, boutiques, manufacturing, data centers, all these segments are doing extremely well. Having said that, it is not that one making up for the other. We have to grow in B2B business as well as B2C business. And one would have anticipated that the summer is going to be an excellent summer, but we are not really worried about it. If I calculate again, January to May last year, January to May this year, there will be a marginal growth. And it is not 20%, it is fine.
May over May, sir? May this year versus May last year? Are you seeing growth in both the segments?
I do not have, today's first, I do not have the final figures. There may be a very marginal growth of some 5-6%. That is my estimate again.
Okay. Got that.
Normally,
Go ahead.
Normally,
sir.
one would have said that we should see a 20% kind of a growth May over May. I do not think that will be the case for the industry as well as BlueStar. But again, I'm telling you that I have seen so many summers like this, raining or demand not being there, but then the rest of the season will do better. Always I have seen this.
Okay, so like you're saying, maybe the festive season is where we will see sales pick up significantly. Sir, you were talking about the commercial refrigeration part of the business. Can you tell us how much that contributes to your revenue right now? And also on the healthcare side of things, up until a year and a half ago, there was, all of the vaccines that, that we were talking about. So is that seeing a little bit of a muted demand, considering that that's not so much in the picture now?
The best way to look at this is that room air conditioners, in terms of revenue and profitability, may be 30% of BlueStar's own turnover. So therefore, you can estimate all other businesses are growing. So that 30%, again, it is not degrowing. That growth has not come in compared with so far. So there are another 10 months to go. Okay. So coming to commercial refrigeration, it is it's a fragmented market. There are many things. It starts with water coolers, then you have deep freezers, then you have cold rooms, you have ripening chambers, and you have specialty refrigeration products like meant for kitchen, meant for pharma, meant for healthcare. Now, there, all the segments are doing well. The topmost one being the processed food, including ice cream. That expansion is good and that market is growing, and therefore the deep freezer segment is growing significantly. And now vaccine is not there, but otherwise pharma as an industry or a healthcare as an industry is growing. But for us, the pleasant surprise is the kitchen, commercial kitchen refrigeration. So many restaurants are coming, so many fast food chains are growing, and therefore the commercial kitchen related refrigeration products are also growing. And then the commercial air conditioning, which is meant for manufacturing units or shop showrooms, starting from a small boutique to a large airport. There the demand continues to be very good. It is growing at more than 25% as of now. So the room air conditioner business, the weightage is around 30% in terms of BlueStar's own revenues breakup.
So just a question specifically on the room AC segment. Can you give us an idea about the kind of discounting that's happening in the market right now? Have you been undertaking more discounts to perhaps shore up market share? Just trying to understand this from a strategy point of view. And could there be, therefore, in the immediate term, could there be a margin impact because of the discounts?
It is highly competitive industry, but I am not seeing something unusual happening. The competition levels are one and the same, and we had repositioned ourselves. We used to be only a premium range player. We got into premium as well as affordable premium a couple of years ago. But currently, we cater to affordable segment as well, which means that for growing our market share from around 13.5% to 15%, we have to play across. Therefore, we have the products meant for every price point. Discounting, it is one and the same. So you can ask the question other way around, whether the margins are going to be under pressure. I don't think so. You had seen last year, we had marginally improved our margins, but it is not yet at the pre-COVID level. I have stated that I don't think we are going to see that 10% EBIT margin kind of a thing. If at all it is going to be 8.5, that should be the range in which this industry will operate, is my view.
Mr. Thiagarajan, we'll leave the discussion here for now. Thank you very much for joining in. Need to slip into a very short break. We'll come back with more in the market.